minutia things. They want to know the details and backstory and whatnot, and then when they hear it, they're generally disappointed. That's the problem with Star Wars, but that's a conversation for another day. Specifically, I want to talk to you about the difference between a city hobo, like myself, and a country hobo. As I mentioned in the previous video, I was born in a barn. That is not an exaggeration. I started my life as a country hobo. Now, a country hobo is a more mellow hobo. It's a more relaxed kind of individual. They don't get all fired up like Sawtooth do. From time to time, the most fascinating part of city life versus country life for the hobo to me is the exchange rate. That exchange rate on the things, on the gifts that I bring them when I go out and visit my kin. Now, I know what you're thinking, Sawtooth, there ain't no tunnels outside of the city all the way out to the country. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, you son of a bitch. Don't you ever question Sawtooth. Sawtooth know what he's talking about, and Sawtooth don't ever speak no lies. Well, you might be surprised. They're nice and quiet once you get so far out of the city and stop drowning. You got your bindle. You can fill this sumbitch right here up with quite a number of things. So if I'm going out there and I'm bringing crumpled up Starbucks coffee cups and permanent sandwich crusts, country hobos ain't interested because they don't have the same weight in the country they do in the city. Now, I'll tell you what they is interested in. Pigeon meat and blood. They are crazy about pigeons out in the country because they ain't got none. Let's say I bring 7 to 8 ounces of pigeon meat to my kin when I go out and visit. I bring it to them as a gift because Sawtooth ain't a rapscallion. You just have it and give yourself a good old pigeon rub down. They insist on giving me something for it. Law of the underground is argue once, take twice. So I argue once, I say, no, it's a gift. And they say, no, we gonna give you something for this. And I say, well, better give me double. It's just the meat now, this ain't the blood. Blood is a different exchange rate, which we will get into. 7 ounces of pigeon meat will give you 5 pounds of deer carcass, 14 pounds of berries. Now, you can't be picky about the berries. It's gonna be a mixed bag of berries because beggars can't be choosers. Hobos is the one who came up with that in the first place. And horns, they give you more horns than you know what to do with. Where you think I got these? These was a gift. Where you think I got this? This represented 1 full pigeon carcass. I said, I need something sharp with which to jab at people, and they said, we got just the thing for you. Other differences, see this? This is about how big around they are. Because they teeny tiny little people. Because when you living in the city, people throwing out food and garbage and all kinds of shit all the time. Constantly. Always throwing out food. It's a good life being a city hobo. I'm going to tell you that 9 times. Good life being a city hobo. When you a country hobo, things is a little more, shall we say, slim. Ain't no trains to pillage. Ain't no dumpsters to dive. Just you in the wilderness and the animals that you stab in the face. They got an accent, I believe it's called. They got a strange accent. They're real hard to understand. You go out, Sawtooth go out there in the country, and I say, hey, it's your brother Sawtooth. I have done turned from the city. Let's get to bartering. And they look at me and they say, okay, Sawtooth, well, welcome back. Very glad to see you. We've got a lot of things that we really think you're gonna like. Is that not the goofiest shit you done heard in your life? How do they understand each other talking like that? They out their mind. They need an elocution lessons. I'm just the one to give it to them. And finally, I would say the most specific difference between city hobos and country hobos is that country hobos all wear nice clothes and live inside houses.